everyone, welcome to Liv Aligned Pilates. I'm Liv and today we have a full body flow using the Pilates Ring or the magic circle, whatever you want to call it. Now if you don't have one, that is okay. You can do the workout without it. It does just add a little bit of extra variety and resistance and spice to the class, so grab it if you've got it and then let's start lying onto our backs. Taking our hamstring stretch to begin, so bringing your feet up towards the ceiling, bringing that ring over your feet, taking an underhand grip. As you draw the toes back towards the shins, feeling that lovely stretch through your calves, down into your hamstrings, maybe into your glutes, and even into your lower back. Here we can take some deep breaths to prepare our body and mind for class. So a big inhale through the nose, and exhale through your mouth. And as you inhale, you expand the rib cage. And as you exhale, you melt the rib cage down towards the hips and draw your navel down towards the mat. Just feeling that gentle connection with your core. Take a few more rounds of breath here at your own pace. Deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. One more here. Beautiful. Bringing your feet down to the mat, sit bone distance apart, placing that ring just between your inner thighs. Resting your arms by your side. Now we're just going to start to warm up our inner thighs. Let's squeeze that ring as hard as we can and then slowly release. So making sure your feet are truly sit bone apart and they're not too wide. It is tempting to bring the feet out wide when you've got that big ring between your knees. Try and keep those feet parallel to one another. And as you do start to warm up, try to bring those handles as close to the center as possible and then slowly release. So effort both directions as you squeeze and as you release. At the moment, we want to see a figure 8 as we squeeze and a nice round circle as we release. Gently feeling that activation through your deep core as well. So we've got 3 magnets, 1 on each hip bone, 1 on the pelvic floor, and as we squeeze into the ring, those 3 magnets are trying to meet in the center of your pelvis. And that's a nice feeling to tap into when you're working through other exercises during this class today. Now, can we squeeze that ring into that figure 8, so as hard as we can, and then release it to just an oval, so about halfway. And again, squeeze it in as hard as you can, and release just to that oval shape. Relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears, trying not to take that tension anywhere else but your inner thighs. Use your breath as things start to get a little tougher as we really warm up here. Now, can we hold the ring as hard as we can for 10, 9, 8, bring those handles as close together as possible for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pulse that ring in as tight as you can for 8, 7, 6, you got it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Grab the ring for a moment and just windscreen wipe your knees side to side. So we're placing that ring exactly where it was, back between the inner thighs, and allowing the legs to open up into that V shape. So we've got that full circle through the ring. Let's clasp our hands behind our back and just draw those shoulders down away from the ears. We are coming to an ab curl series, so we want to tuck our chin like we've got an apple between our chin and our chest. And we're lifting our head, neck, and shoulders up as we curl, and then bringing everything back down as we release. You might exhale to help you lift up. Inhale as you come back. And at the moment, we are only bringing enough tension into that ring so that we don't drop it, but we're not squeezing into it with too much effort. Tapping into those 3 magnets again. as well as the ribs, drawing down towards the hips to lift you up. Now let's start to squeeze into that ring as we curl and release slowly as we come back. Exhale, curl, squeeze. Try and get those shoulder blades off the mat and release. Be mindful that you're not pulling your head forward with your hands. You're using your core muscles to lift you up. Beautiful. Now we're going to do the same sequence where we squeeze the ring as hard as we can, and now we only release it halfway as our head comes down. Curling up, squeezing that ring as hard as you can, releasing it just to that oval shape as you bring it back. Nice. Just to that oval shape, you've got it. 2 more like this. Lifting up, holding that curl as you squeeze, and release. Now we're holding this last one, squeezing that ring as hard as we can for 10. Keep that curl if possible. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Now keep that curl and pulse into that ring for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Rest. Rock the knees again side to side, or just do whatever you need to do to stretch and release after that. Okay, we'll be bringing the ring between the hands for our next few exercises and bringing our legs up to tabletop. So floating the feet off of the mat, make sure the shins parallel to the ceiling and you've got your lower back drawing down, securing into the mat through your core. Let's come into our toe taps alternating. So we keep the bend in the knee and we tap away from our glutes towards that shorter end of our mat. As the leg taps away from the center of your body, making sure your core stays strong and your back doesn't lift and arch to compensate. So you can even imprint your spine, which means drawing your lower back down against the floor. As we toe tap, can we bring the ring to the chest, give it a big squeeze, release, reach to the sky. Keep alternating your legs. Really, again, try and make that figure 8 with the ring. You can sync up your breath and your movement whenever you need. Just need to bring a little bit more concentration to the movements you're doing. Here for another 3. So good. 2. And 1. Reaching your arms to the ceiling. Keep those legs in tabletop. Let's take our oblique curls. We're curling up and over to the outside of one leg and then coming down. Now again, alternating which side you curl to each time. Nice and long arms. And then just have a peek at your knees and making sure they don't swing off to the opposite side as you curl. If you get any neck or upper trap pain, you can always place your ring down and bring your hands behind your head and just create that little basket like we did before with those ab curls. Can we start to extend our opposite leg for a single leg stretch? Reset. Opposite leg extends, reset. For 5. Holding our curl to one side in 3, 2. Okay, hold to whichever side you are on right now and pulse into that ring with your palms for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reset. Inhale. Exhale, curl to the other side, hold, pulse that ring for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Ooh, just take a moment to reset. We're going to bring that ring over our legs now, so it just sits above the thighs, or to the outer thighs, sorry, above your knees. And we're working into some glute bridges. So our feet are once again flat, hip distance apart, parallel to one another. And we can reach our arms to the ceiling as we are nice and warm. Let's squeeze our glutes, tuck the tailbone under, rolling up into a bridge, finding that line of energy from your knees through to your hips, through to your shoulders, and then melting down. And again, peeling up and rolling down. Continue here, just bridging at your own pace. If you want a little bit more support, you can always bring your arms to the floor beside you. Nice, holding this next bridge. Let's add 3 pulses out into that ring, like you're trying to snap the ring in half and then rolling down. Peel it up. Hold, stretch the ring 3 times, roll it down. Do your best not to dip the hips as you take that pulse out. You want to stay strong and lifted through your glutes. Again, tapping into those magnets, those 3 magnets, hip bone to hip bone, pelvic floor, lifting up. Now on this next one, we're going to stay in our bridge, so keep the hips lifted. Nice big squeeze, tailbone is tucked under, obliques drawing in, and we are stretching that ring on repeat, pulsing out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rolling down. Good job. Take that ring off, pop it off to the side, and just hug your knees to your chest as you take a rock side to side. We are moving on, so rolling yourself up to seated. So let's come into our side lying double leg lift. Now if you want more of a challenge, I want you to bring your ring between your ankles and then extend your legs long, reaching your bottom arm out long against the mat and your top hand down, just lightly resting in front of you on the floor. So we want to feel, like we did for our ab curls, that little crunch moment through the side of our waist here. As you lift your legs, feeling that connection in the top side of your waist, and then slowly lower down. You'll also feel the inner thigh of the bottom leg working quite hard to lift up here. Nice, we want to try and draw the front of the body back as well. Beautiful, and if you want a little more, let's take it into that true side crunch. So lifting head, neck and shoulder off of the floor and then lower down. Lifting up, lower down. So good. You definitely don't have to add that upper body portion in. If it's not for you today, you can work up towards it in the future. Good, we're going to hold in 3, 2, and 1. Holding and just squeezing into that ring, holding your legs up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew, good job. All right, moving on. We come up onto our elbow and forearm. We're going to place the ring in front of us, in front of our navel on the mat, and then extend both legs towards the front corner of your mat. So you've got your hips nice and stacked as your starting position, and then you're going to roll back slightly off of the hip bone and lift your top leg. Lower your top leg, roll forward, stack the hips. So as we roll back slightly, feeling that connection with your obliques again. Making sure you're not sinking into your supporting side shoulder. It's just a very small roll back and forward. And then next layer, we're going to roll back, lift the top leg, hold it there, try and lift the bottom leg up. Lower the bottom leg, lower the top leg, roll forward. Now if it's just the top leg for you today, that is so fine. That top leg sets the tone to how high you need to lift your bottom leg. because we're trying to meet that top leg. Perfect. Now if you want to move on even further, roll back, glue your thighs together, lift both legs at the same time. This is a variation on your side teaser. Use your breath. Starting to get tough here for me. That is okay, that's why we're here. For more, reach your ring towards your feet, pause, bring the ring down, lower, reset. 4 more of those, roll back, reach, hold, bring it down. Now there's all layers here, so just working with whichever layer is challenging you. Good. And then on this last one, roll back, reach the ring if you can, hook it over the top foot, and then lower and lift that bottom leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, you got it, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, coming up, coming into a mermaid stretch, so bending one knee in front, that left leg, and then your right leg behind. Placing the ring under your right hand, reaching your left arm out to the side, and then taking a side bend towards the ring. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, side bend. One more, inhale, bring it up. And exhale, side bend. Let's do that all on the other side, so we're nice and even before we move on. So bringing the ring between your ankles, we have our double leg lift and lower. We're going to lie all the way down on our side, rest our top hand lightly down in front of us, and taking both legs up and down at the same time. Feeling again, ribs to hip, that top hip. Core drawing back. Can we add our side crunch as we lift our legs, lifting head, neck, and shoulder, and then lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Doesn't matter how high your legs go or how high you lift your shoulders and your upper body. You're here and that's all that matters. We're holding in 3, 2. Okay, hold this last one. Squeeze and release that ring. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Grab that ring, good job. Moving on to our side teaser variation. Remember, we'll layer it all up. So we'll start at the bottom or at that base level and then progress. Bringing the ring just in front of you to rest your top hand to create some sort of instability as well as a bit of support. Otherwise, it's a little awkward to just reach your arm towards the floor. Extend both of your legs out in front. And then we're just slightly rolling back off of that hip bone. Lift the top leg only. Lower, roll forward. Roll back. Lift. Roll forward. Feeling that lift happen from your core. Let's start to add the bottom leg. So roll back, lift that top leg, hold it still where it is, lift the bottom leg, lower, lower, roll forward. Lift, lift, lower, lower. Just take control over those movements. Feeling strong on those lifts, supported through the right side of your body here. Now if you want that next level, let's glue our legs together, lift them up, roll it forward. Good. Maybe reaching your ring towards your feet. Pause, take the ring down, lower the legs. Reach, reset. So good. Last one, let's roll it back, lift, hold, place the ring over your top foot. Try not to sink into the floor like I just did, and then lift and lower that bottom leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down, so good. Let's bring our legs into that mermaid stretch position, placing the ring under your left hand this time, and reaching your right arm overhead. Bring it up. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, reset. Last one here. So good. We have made it to our last exercise. So coming into some half C-curve rollbacks, and then working our way up. We'll start at the base, we'll add on, we'll layer it up, and you just take what you like, leave what you're not feeling today. So we have our knees softly bent, feet flat on the mat. Now you can have the ring between your hands like this, gripping around it, or to make it more challenging, bringing the backs of your wrists through the ring so that you have to really press out and activate those shoulders. So we sit up nice and tall to start on those sit bones. And then for your half roll back, tuck the tailbone under, scoop through the core, drop the ribs to the hips, pause, and then lengthen as you sit up. Maybe exhale as you roll back. Inhale as you come up. Now remember to keep pressing into that ring so it doesn't drop. It's like someone's trying to tickle you on your tummy and you're trying to draw away. Now let's add on another layer, so roll it back, reaching your arms above your head. Bring your arms down in front of you and then sit up nice and tall. Even if your arms just reach to the corner of the room, the top corners, or directly above your head, wherever you feel that challenge. Stay strong in that roll back. You will feel some shakes through that center. Beautiful. We are ready for our next progression. If we're moving on, we're coming all the way back to the mat. So slowly roll it back. Press down through your feet. Inhale as you reach your arms overhead. Exhale as you tuck your chin to your chest. Peel your shoulders, upper back, middle back, lower back, and sit all the way up. Roll it back slowly, one vertebra at a time. Reach overhead, take an inhale. Exhale, keep your biceps next to your ears and roll yourself up. You might be able to hear those shakes in my voice here. It is tricky, especially when you're talking. Roll it back, keep pressing the wrists out into that ring. Roll it up. Maybe you extend your legs for your next progression, hip distance apart, flexing your toes back. That's just taking away the support of your flat feet and extending your legs, so extending your levers and making the movement a little more challenging for your core. Now this is something you can always work up to, so do not be hard on yourself if you're not quite adding on every single layer today. Your next layer and your final layer, as you roll up, keep that rounding through your spine and reach your fingertips forward towards your feet. And then sit up tall and start again. Tuck tailbone, roll back, reach overhead, reset, take a breath in. Exhale, roll it up. Now keep that flexion through your spine, so pull back through your core and reach forward for your toes. And then sit up nice and tall. And then we'll do that 3 more times, or whatever you're working with, 3 more times. Two more. Reach forward, nice big stretch through the back of your body. And last one. This is your last exercise before we stretch. And wind down, come all the way up. Reach, reach, reach for those toes. Sitting all the way up. Now we do need to roll down one more time just to make our way to the mat. You are all done. Good job. Let's have our knees bent and feet flat. And just take your windscreen wiper. Okay, let's take a quick stretch to wind down, extending your right leg to the ceiling. Just your right leg, taking that single leg hamstring stretch now. And then we'll bring the ring into the right hand, open our leg out towards the right side for your inner thigh stretch. Let your bent knee fall out to the opposite direction. Stretching those inner thighs, they worked really hard earlier on. And coming back to the center and switching over. And out into your inner thigh stretch. And back to the center, finally placing that ring off to the side. Resting your hands on your tummy, closing down the eyes if you feel comfortable to do so. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths to wrap up. Take a big inhale through your nose and feel your lungs and belly expand with air. Exhale through your mouth, relax, release all of that tension. 2 more, inhale. Filling up the body with air, and as you exhale, relaxing your entire being. 1 more big breath in, and out. Flutter your eyes open, bring yourself up to seated however you would like to. We are all done. I hope you enjoyed that full body flow. If you did, make sure to like the video and subscribe to Liv Aligned Pilates. I upload new workouts every week. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.